Hey friends, this is Dallas Hardcastle. You want to begin crushing your sales? You want to triple your sales in a very short period of time? Have a super clear definition of yourself. What do I mean by this? Simply put, it's a big enough challenge for most of us to actually have a clearly defined target. The majority of business people that I speak with do not have a clearly defined target, much less what they actually want. Well, that's a whole nother video. But just having a clearly defined target, result, outcome that they are looking for is hard enough. But you want to know what nearly none of them have? They don't have the destination from which they're starting. What does that mean specifically? If you're traveling to LA and you actually have the goal and the target saying, I'm going to go to LA, fantastic. Now at least we have a target. 98, 99% of, I bet, every single entrepreneur, business owner, person, friend, family member, associate that I've ever asked this question of have no idea what their personal philosophy is, what they stand for, who they are, clearly defining who they are and why they're here. Clearly defined. So if we're going to LA, are we going to LA from Seattle, Washington, or Denver, Colorado, or Dallas, Texas, or Miami, Florida, or Chicago, or New York, or Boston? Where are we starting from? If we have a clearly defined goal, but we don't know what we stand for, who we are, what is our personal philosophy, that statement that says exactly who we are, what we do, what we're about, why we wake up every single morning, and why we go out and do exactly the things that we go out and do, that why, that purpose-driven fulfillment piece that is way the frick bigger than us, friends. You've probably heard a version of this before, but it has got to be way frickin' bigger than us to get us leaping out of bed. If it's just to pay the bills, if it's just to make some money, if it's just to get up into the bigger house or into the bigger car or the little bit longer vacation, I'm not so sure that'll do it. It didn't for me. But when that personal philosophy was in place, when I knew exactly my big freaking why and I could clearly articulate it, and at any time somebody could come up and freaking pull a knife on me and stick into my gut and say, hey dude, I'm going to slice you if you can't clearly state what is your personal philosophy, what do you stand for, who are you? I can now clearly state it, and I don't even want to state it right here because I don't want to affect your answer. I don't want to imprint that on you, but something between 10 and 20 words, give or take, something that clearly defines you at your best, who you are, what you do, what you stand for, perhaps who you are an advocate for, and why you are doing what you do every single day and what drives you. You do that and you understand where you're starting and now where exactly you're heading, your sales will spike like crazy. You will start crushing the sales game when those two simple pieces are in place. Maybe not easy. This may take a few hours or a few days of some real thoughtful approach. But when you nail these things, boom, game the frick over, and I mean that. Most people don't want to spend those few hours or those few days doing an activity that isn't producing the sale, the revenue, the page, the marketing, the messaging, the whatever it is. Do this inside work, do the deep work, and then see how profoundly this impacts all of the external stuff. Friends, my name is Dallas Hardcastle. If this has been helpful for you, please feel free to give this a good old like or love. If you have any questions or a comment, please feel free to leave that or do so. And perhaps, as or more importantly, if there's anyone else that you know that is maybe struggling in this area, struggling in their business, struggling with their job, struggling in their life and their sales, whatever it is that they're trying to produce on that professional level, and they're not quite getting that breakthrough and they're just playing a little safer and smaller than you know they're capable of, make sure and share this video with them. That's the reason we're creating all this free content, because we want to positively impact as many people around the world as we possibly can. So please feel free to share this with anyone that you think could actually be served and helped by this message. Friends, again, my name is Dallas Hardcastle, and as always, make today mammoth.